Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is actually for BurgerQueen and this is a plat 3 and also a win. Things to I need to work on. I'm not too sure what myself that I need to work on. In general, just awareness basically. So I guess we're going to have a look at how we can be more aware as Mercy today. I noticed as well we did do a VOD review for BurgerQueen recently where we talked about how they were basically peeling too much and also like, you know, like for example, like the other supporters like peeling for their like other like DPS and stuff like that, so she doesn't need like to go and like go with that person and stuff like that. But I think that was about it. Oh, I told my crew as well just to play the game more, so it looks like they have been. We are also with Sadie, if you guys can see on Honor. Obviously, if you watch these VODs or you're like quite what's it called? If you watch my like streams quite a lot, basically you'll see Sadie is like really active in there as well. So we do have Sadie as well, which I feel like is going to be a really fun combo to have these two together. Just as a quick thing as well, before I do start the VOD, you guys can get your own VOD reviews. They have 7,500 channel points on my Twitch and they are completely for free. All you have to do is come over to my Twitch streams, watch the streams, and as soon as you've earned the 7,500 channel points, which you get by simply just watching the stream, come over on a Sunday and you can simply just redeem and I will gladly do the VOD live on stream and then upload it onto YouTube afterwards. I do also do a little like skin review I guess with this, and we have the Mystic Swan skin. I think this is the first VOD I've ever done with Mystic Swan. I think it's such a cute skin, especially the staff. The staff is beautiful on the skin, I will say. And we have the cute little rubber duck as well that's adorable. Yeah, so I guess I'll get straight into it. Your comp is really good for Mercy here because obviously you have Genji that's really good to damage boost. Sojourn is also really good to damage boost. And obviously Ana, we can help heal her, and Ana can also help the Doom from long range and stuff like that. So we're basically just going to have this, you know, we're just going to be sticking with our Sojourn quite a bit basically. But we had a problem with peeling too much, which honestly I think is a better thing, you know, a better problem to have. Lovely use of cover by the way there. Waiting so long till like you're able to you know, go through the cover and everything. I would have done maybe a little super jump up a little bit sooner here. This is purely just so we can try and get the Doom, because it feels like you kind of like UGA. This was lovely use of cover, kind of say here UGA like from this piece of cover to this piece of cover to here, and then what I would have done here is I would have maybe tried to do like a super jump off your Sojourn, so just doing like a little vertical one, see if you can get your beam onto your Doom, but sadly it just ends up kind of getting like melted down basically. So we'll keep going. Nice use of cover. Obviously still try to keep your Sojourn up. Nice. Just stay where you are here. Remember, if you're safe, stay in that space. Right now your Sojourn is just kind of like either vibe about here or she's going to rotate back. So you want to try and either save your G just so she rotates back. The reason she's not going to push in is because we've lost two. We've lost our Doomfist and we've lost our Genji. So she's not going to go in. So all we have to do is just kind of just play around here. If you feel like it's a bit too risky to play here, you can always have Sadie here that you can back off to. And then you can kind of like just vibe about here basically. But remember, if you're safe, stay in that space. Nice, obviously using your head hitbox and looking down obviously to get away. But just remember, obviously, if we do need to rotate, then be sure. I love you. Sorry, I love you here, like, trying to get the Sojourn. I feel like this is such a hard point to attack, especially, like, for Mercy positioning. Because, like, obviously, the Sojourn wants to play here, but you can't play from here because, it, you know, the high ground. And you also, like, struggle to play from here as well because of the high ground. So you end up kind of, like, just in this, like, weird scenario. It was like, Sojourn, what side? Like, you know. But it's fine, we caught up to it, which is good. Obviously, we have people back now. I would still stay with your Sojourn because your Sojourn's going to look to slide up onto the high ground. So we can kind of like just vibe here and then maybe go up. It's going to help our Genji if we desperately need to. But yeah, it's so uncomfortable. It's so bad, like, this first point I feel like playing. Just cover-wise. I always struggle to, like, get past this chokehold, you know? Nice, I was trying to help Sadie. We could probably res that. You could, like, res, like, right here. The reasoning is because this is going to be in your range, probably. And also, if you res, like, completely, like, in this little corner, it actually will make hard for the soldier in order to, like, you know, try and get to you, basically. Obviously, it's not desperate, you know, need to res. It looks like you're going to go for it. Nice. Exactly as I said. Really nice. I should probably watch it a little bit more before I comment. But once again, literally doing the res as I said, which is good. Nice J cancel. Nice. Obviously, Briggs used a shout. That's fine. Got the visor. Nice. Lovely damage boost here. Nice. So when the Doomfist is blocking, but it kind of says, well, you're doing really well so far as well, BurgerQueen. I love kind of like your decision making right now. Obviously, you know, like you're trying to help your Genji and then you help out your Doom and stuff like that. Really, really nice decision making so far. My next thing I'm going to say to you is, as soon as you see this Doomfist blocking and he's like really, really healthy, just leave him to block and allow your just damage boost your Genji here. What will happen is the Genji is now going to focus down the BAP and then you should be able to get the BAP basically. My Sojourn? No, and it's absolutely fine because your Sojourn's gone in really, really aggressively here. Your Sojourn should, your Sojourn should still be kind of like vibing about with these guys and stuff. It is completely fine if you lose track of it here because you are helping your Genji. Alright? So this is completely fine. My only thing is just stick that blue beam onto your Genji a little bit sooner here. Nice damage boost though into the slam. Can't do anything about your Nice damage boost here. You do have res? Lovely res. Nice, and you end up capping it. Overall, really, really great. Just obviously be careful for example, the soldier. Obviously, you won't be able to see the soldier, but just, you know, be wary that people can still, like, come in at this point. So if you can, try to either, like, head up onto this high ground here, try to head into this room or something like that, basically. You just want to be away from these openings here, which is, like, this, that door, and these two doors, because obviously you don't want to get picked off by people that are still gonna come in contest. So your best place is, you know, to kind of like play backed off at this point. You head back to the stairs, which is nice. Nice. So you're capping the point, which is fine. Nice GA cancels. It would have been nice if your Genji alerted you about the blade, so you could have pocketed it. But that's fine. Nice. Nice heals onto Genji. I cannot fault your position in BurgerQueen. It's beautiful. I love how you're using your GAs from cover to cover. It's so lovely to see. Nice. Push forward a bit here. Nice. Nice. Love how you leave that healing for Sadie as well, can I just say. I love how like you're not quickly rushing to try and heal the Genji here because Sadie will need the, what's it called? Sadie will need the ult charge because obviously they've not got their thing yet. So I love how you then go to go help the Doomfist as well while doing that. Really, really nice. We'll keep going. Nice rotation. Maybe not resable yet because of how unsafe it probably is. Okay, be careful of super jumping around here. I would rather you played around these like bottom bits and stuff like that. The reason is because you super jumping up like this, you don't know who's going to be up here. Because people like to peek these two windows and also they like to even stand on this piece of high ground if you want to be like really, really aggressive. So just be really, really cautious when you're jumping up here. Alright? Nice helping your Genji though. Nice res. Obviously you know you got Sadie that's going to help you behind in case you need it. Nice. I feel like you're getting just struggling to climb that wall a little bit. Lovely damage boost. Really good thing to get into the habits of, by the way, because this is already like, really well played. When the Tracer recalls and you see her, try to ping her, because then it'll kind of give a good indications like to your team and try and help them out for where the Tracer's recalled to, especially if like people don't know where she is, basically. We'll keep going. Nice. Nice damage into your Genji. Just once again, what I mean about trying to, you know, be careful. Nice. I would try to commit a little bit more with your Genji right now. Your Sojourn's playing really, really passively, can you see? I mean, obviously she's looking at the Tracer right now, but your Sojourn's playing really, really passively. So I would just kind of commit with this Genji. Like, make sure he's like, you know, damage boosting him because he's the one that's really contesting the Soldier right now. So if you can, try just to play with him a little bit more. He seems to be playing a lot more aggressively. When you have two really good damage boostable DPS like this, you essentially just want to go with the one that's doing, like, the most at that point in time. Obviously nice, trying to peel, which is nice. We pop Valk, which is fine. My only thing is with popping Valk here, unfortunately your heals as Mercy is not going to be enough to keep people up that have been slammed, which if we end up using the Valk for that reason, then it's not the best. So that's just a quick thing, you know, to bear in mind in general, is if Ryan slams and then he goes, because he'll go for whoever's like either closest or he'll go for whoever's like the most vulnerable, which is usually like supports, or if not DPS. It's very rare they'll go swing at a tank. So try not to pop your Valk for that purpose. I was hopeful to save her. Yes, so with Ryan Slam, because of how much with how much damage it does, he will just slam and then swing, and with that amount of damage, even your Valk healing will not be able to out heal that, basically. So I like the use of Valk because I feel like you can still keep this team fight really, really competitive. Because if we're looking at the, you know, how your team is right now, you're currently a 4v5. This is sorry, not 4v5. You're a 4v3 even. So you can still, what's it called? You can still do this basically. So yeah, so if you can, just what's it called? Just don't pop your Valk for shatters, basically. It's my main kind of key takeaway here. Nice. My only thing is make sure everyone is safe first before we go for this res. I know you're desperate to get, you know, to res Sadie right now, but we need to make sure people are safe. What I mean by this is try to damage boost your what's it called? Your Doomfist or your Genji right here in order to get rid of the soldier quickly. Once you got rid of that soldier, then it's like, what's it called? You can then go for this res on the honor. Just that little bit of priority there is a little bit off. So yeah, so if you can, try to go to res that before, sorry, try to damage boost before we go for the res. Another quick thing, because we spent the rest of this Valk just healing everyone up, okay? I would rather you spent after your Valk healing people up. That should have been a straight damage boost. The reasoning is because we do not gain any ult charge while we're healing in Valk. You gain like no ult charge while you're in Valk, because obviously you're using your ultimate. So if you can, if you're safe, like for example how safe your team were right now, try if you can to, yes, you can top them up a little bit because obviously you don't want them like to fall over kind of thing. But what you want to do is you want to try and like top them up a little bit so like they're a little bit healthy, and then just leave the rest of the healing until after Valk. The reasoning is because then you'll gain like a really like good amount of ult charge, probably like between like 10 to 15% kind of thing. So it means you can get that next Valk a little bit quicker. So just like a little bit of a tip for that basically. I love this as well. I love how your damage using your Doomfist punch-in right now. Really, really great. We'll keep going. Once again, love how you're damage boosting your Doom because he's the one that's being active right now. Save again. Love how you're like popping your beam on this Doomfist to go and damage boost him whenever he goes in. I do not see enough Mercies doing this, okay? Seriously, if people are going and diving in like this, like for example, like how your Doomfist is doing, it doesn't hurt just to quickly chuck the damage boost on while he dives someone. It's the same with Winston. It's the same with D.Va. Whenever you see them diving in, like either with D.Va with a micro missiles or Winston just raw, like jumping in, you know, stick the damage boost on them for like 1 second, unless if like your DPS is in like a really like stressful team fight and stuff like that. You could literally just chuck the beam on and it'll just, you know, it'll do some extra damage. Yeah, raw. I mean, I'm not as intimidating as Winston is. That's fine. Fine, nice G to get out. Unfortunate. Don't res here because this is a lost team fight. The reason why I don't want you to res here, I would rather you just Jade to Sadie here and just got out. Because you've lost this team fight. They'll respawn really quickly. And then when everyone's respawned, say if someone quickly dies after this respawn, then you don't have a res for it, okay? I'd rather let this Sojourn respawn in spawn, and then we have that res ready and available on the just in case we need it, alright? It's a nice res though in cover, don't get me wrong. Nice. Obviously, we're heading back to go and help her now, which is fine. Can you see now how we don't have our res because we ended up using it? This is kind of the point that I was making. We don't have our res now available. Now, obviously, your Sojourn did also decide to pick a Helix, so not my smartest idea. No, but it's fine though. Nice. I love how you ping the res though, saying that you don't have it. Perfect to let your team know, being like, hey, I don't have res here. I'm not gonna be able to res it. So we just need to keep on pushing. Really, really nice. Go help your Genji now. Very, very nice. Nice. I'd go with your Genji now. I'm hoping that's what you're gonna do. Nice damage boost on the slam in. Nice. I think this is kind of going back to my points from our VOD earlier, about going back and peeling for people when they don't need it. Really, really good example. I feel like you've got a lot better with it, BurgerQueen. I think I'm not seeing it as often as we were seeing it last VOD. It's a really, really good improvement. But for example, can you see how Sadie is like above half HP, plus is playing really far back, and you know, could just very easily self-regen, okay? We could have very easily gone in with our Genji here and tried just to maybe get a pick or like kept him up or something. Maybe even gone in with our Nano Doom or something. We don't need to be peeling back for Sadie here because Sadie will, what's it called? Sadie will gladly just, you know, sit back, will regen because she's going to have nobody that, you know, that can contest her basically. So she's going to vibe, just be like, yeah, you know, I'm going to regen. Sorry, I had to sneeze, everyone. HP missing, I must heal. No, honestly, don't, like, kind of get that mindset out of you, because it's, what's it called? A lot of the time, if people are just missing, like, the tiniest bit of HP, you can still damage boost them. Or you could just leave it, especially if they're safe, you know? Just leave them to it. Leave them there, and then go in and, like, go and do some other stuff. Alright? But we keep going. I'm gonna see what you end up doing here. Nice. Oh, okay. Don't like this rotation, though. You're making yourself a really, really big target here. I like how you want to go and help with Doom. I completely get that and understand that. But this would have been so much better if you just did this as like a G8 up to here, back to your Sojourn. Because then you're still in beam range of your Doomfist right now. And then you can, what's it called? And then you can, you know, sit and damage with Sojourn that's come back, basically. This is a bit of a bad G8 from your behalf because you're then making yourself a target like this. Love how you're trying to get, like, you know, you want to try and find that safety, though. But right now, your safety would be with your team. I did not know they had joke. No, it's alright. Just once again, try to put the damage boost on for the punch. That's fine, obviously, because you're helping your Doom. Nice. Once again, try and split the damage boost on. Honestly, it's probably one of your best qualities right now, BurgerQueen. I love it. Don't worry too much about the Doom. Doom, when he ults now, gets a load of shields back whenever he goes to do his Meteor Strike. He will be absolutely fine. Plus, as well, Doom's not really your problem in this team comp, okay? You have your lovely little duo friend here, hello Sadie, that could very easily just help heal your Doomfist and stuff like that, okay? You don't need to, basically in this team comp, what's it called? In this team comp, your honor is, sorry, your Doomfist isn't your main priority. Your main priority in this team comp is your Sojourn and then your Genji, depending on who's been the most aggressive, okay? I feel like I focus too much on my Doom, which is good, like, because I love how you're still damage boosting and stuff like that, because I see so many Mercies that are not damage boosting they're not damage boosting their tanks like at all, because they just think, oh, my job is to pocket DPS, yay. So I love how like you're still getting involved with the Doom, you're still going into damage boosting and stuff like that, but try just to think to yourself, do I desperately need to heal this, okay? If you think that Sadie or like whoever your other support is can help with that, then let them do it, okay? There is no desperate need for you to, there's no need for you to, like, go and help, especially when he uses Meteor and stuff like that. We can focus the damage boost on someone else, okay? Do this a bit of boost with his low damage. I mean, yeah, like, honestly, it helps him so much with the combos. I love how aggressive we're going in with him, though. Nice rotation. Save it again here, let Sadie heal that. Nice, okay. Nice. I would make that, so I love how you're peeling for your Genji here. This is really, really great. Love how you're peeling for your Genji. My only thing is when you peel for this Genji, try to make this rotation back to your Sojourn. The reason is because we moved, didn't we? Because A, we needed to help the Genji, but also B, we could hear the Junkrat. We've kind of left our Sojourn here to fight the Junkrat, which is fine because you need to, obviously, you know, you need to go and help your Genji, don't get me wrong. But then we need to make this a GA quickly back up to here and then go and help our Sojourn, because these guys are really, really weak right now, and both you and Arna are now not going to be able to help these guys because you've made this rotation. Don't know why I feel that way, I'm going to be honest. No, of course, BurgerQueen. Just remember, we need to move with a purpose and try to think to yourself, okay, we've just left the Sojourn with the Junkrat. We now need to go back to go and help him. All right? I'll keep going though, just I want to see what you end up doing. Ooh, okay. A little bit of a risky rotation there. I feel like this is you wanting to try and get up and over like this. But then it's, what's it called? You end up like kind of chicking out of it, I guess. And you're just like, oh my gosh. And then you, what's it called? You kind of just panic and then just back down. Okay. But we'll keep going. As well, thank you so much, Tuna Hawk, as well, for the raid, as well, sweet. Hope you had a very, very lovely stream, sweet. I'm doing some Mercy VOD reviews right now, so if you guys want to stay and watch this, by all means, you're more than welcome to. But once again, thank you, Hawk, as well, for the raid, sweet. Hope you had a very, very lovely day. Anyways, so, we'll keep going. Obviously, nice use of cover, crouching behind the payload. Nice rotation here to get with Sojourn. Nice. I put Valkyrie. The reason why I put Valkyrie is just so it means you can kind of like flick the beams between these guys. It means you can also like play above this as well a little bit, so you can like balance your beams between these guys basically. And you know, there's no harm in you popping Valkyrie because I feel like this is a very a one team fight for you guys. But we keep going. Pop your Valk, yeah. Nice. Just focus a lot of damage boost here. Now I'd focus damage boost onto your DPS and stuff, which is exactly what you do. Really, really nice. Fortunately, your demons are getting taken out. Using the end of Valk to res. Really nice. My only thing with this res is make sure we're looking for a good escape route before, you know, as we're doing this res, okay? You know as you're going for this res that your, what's it called? That your Valk is going to be ending. So while you're doing this, try to look for your escape route. Genji! So we can very easily GA to the Genji up onto like the speakers, or we can GA and then use the Genji in order to get back to your Sojourn basically. You essentially just need to make sure that we're looking out for that escape route while we're doing this res. Really nice res though. Really, really great. Backing off. So we see the Junkrat. We have comms with Sadie, so we don't need to ping it, which is good. Nice. Nice. Okay. Whenever Ana sleeps someone, just damage boost. Okay? Or we just leave the Ana behind, allow her to deal with it, and we go and pocket the blade. I like how you peel for Sadie here, though. Just make sure they're still looking at our team as this is happening. But then, whenever Ana sleeps someone, she'll want to, like, hit a shot and also nade, probably, at the same time. So if you can, try to just damage boost. Because, can you see the HP of the Junkrat right now? If you damage boosted that combo, he'd be gone and you wouldn't need to deal with it. Sure, maybe like Sadie probably might have died, in which case we maybe like need to go and help our team and then wait for a good point to res. Well, actually no, we can't res because we just used res, sorry. But yeah, I wish I did. No, of course, just honestly, it's a really like key thing. I get this a lot because I play with Eva a lot, and obviously Eva plays a lot of Ana. Whenever someone gets slept, damage boost. Damage boost away, okay? But we'll keep going. Nice. Obviously, Sojo gets taken out. Try to look where it is safe. Nice res. Lovely, lovely, lovely res. It was very risky, but I appreciate the riskiness. Lovely little wall bounce as well. Remember, if you're safe, stay in that space, okay? Unless if you're desperately being attacked on this high ground, you could just stand here. If this soldier isn't like focusing you, or like any of these guys are not focusing you, you could just vibe and stand up here. Remember, if you're safe, stay in that space, okay? Because we end up kind of losing our beams on people because of it. And we end up dropping down and making ourselves a center of attention when we could have just stayed up on the height. Nice. We get the trap, which is fine. Nice heals onto Genji. Really, really nice BurgerQueen. Overall, absolutely amazing, my friend. You've done really, really well. Like, compared to the previous mod I did for you like a month ago, this is already a huge improvement. I can see that you've been playing a lot more, and I can see that you're a lot less rusty now. It's really, really nice to see BurgerQueen. I absolutely love it, okay? Overall, really, really good so far. Just my main key things are just try to look out where you're rotating to. I love your rotations, don't get me wrong, but there's been a few times where we're not rotating to the correct place, or we're not rotating, you know, I feel like we're either peeling back too much to our Ana, or we're not thinking about where we need to rotate to. It's as well as happening in reses and stuff, you know, like if we're going for a res, we're not looking to see where we can escape to, because especially with these riskier reses, we need to make sure we've got a really good escape route to begin with. All of that, the BurgerQueen, really, really nice so far. It's just like minor little things. Alright, so with our Sojourn, normally they like to play up on this bridge. I don't know why you're still just playing down here, because this bridge is just like 10 times better for her. Normally your DPS will play on this high ground and you can just like vibe about in this room. You can also play on this bridge as well if you want to, especially if you know they're going to have someone to dive you. Obviously they've had Ryan, so you're not going to, you know, be worried too much about that. But if they do have someone like a Winston or something that'll dive up upon you and stuff like that, or like a Doomfist, you can always like play about here basically. So the enemy team are in a battle royale with each other. They were flaming. Oh my gosh. So you guys did so well that they're like, what's it called? They're both flaming each other now. I love it. Nice. So I love how like you're not desperately following your Sojo right now because she is in a bad spot. I love how you kind of like recognize that. Nice use of the bridge. Nice damage boost here. Lovely ping as well to make sure they let them know that the Reaper's going to be there. Really, really nice. Nice. We need to rotate now. When you're on defense, don't rotate up into this room. Because you never ever know who's going to be here. It might be, like, literal example is the Reaper being up there, basically. So if you can, try to rotate either underneath here into like these little rooms, or rotate like fully around or something basically. Your best bet is these little rooms basically. You know, you don't want to be like going up here because you don't know who's going to be up there basically. So if you can, try to avoid rotating up to where you are right now. Other than that, really, really great. I'd love to try and get to your Genji right now. I feel like you super jumped that too soon, because you end up kind of taking a little bit of extra time in order to get to the Genji here. If you can, try to make this a little bit more of a like longer GA. Remember, you can GA all the way up to about here, and then you can super jump it. Or maybe you can like what's called, you can GA up to get your Genji and stuff like that. You don't need to press it so soon and then just like quick Genji. Like it's like, you know, when you see those like really slow motion runs, that's what it kind of like reminds me of like, no, Genji kind of thing. You know, so if you can, remember, you're faster in your GA, so let your GA play out all the way into like the most like what's it called, like the riskiest like place that you can, and then go up. All right, but we keep going. Nice. We can still follow him here. Nice. Obviously, we're trying to help Doom here. When Doom's healthy and you know Anna's got him, go straight back to damage boosting. You can damage boost your Sojourn right now. She has a beautiful sight line because the Ryan's too busy like pushing forward onto your Doom. You could very easily put your beam onto your Sojourn here. Maybe like flick up so we can get up to this high ground and maybe help out Genji as well. We don't need to be with our Doom here, basically. Nice. Nice. Go and help your Genji here because Anna's obviously focusing these guys. Remember, Anna could very easily heal your Doom, so you don't desperately need to be with your Doom. Nice. Oh, well, you guys win that team fight, so that's all great. Once again, lovely damage boost onto the Doom. I cannot fault that, BurgerQueen. It's absolutely amazing that you do that. Nice. I'd be looking to back off now just because you know they're going to start respawning. So you could just back off onto this like nice little high ground or something here. Because your team are being like really, really aggressive right now. Nice. Got ourselves up into the high ground now, which is good. Helping Sadie, which is fine. You can get Sadie to about half HP here and then carry on. The reason is because Sadie has been out of the team fight for long enough now that the self-regen will start kicking in. So you can just leave Sadie just to self-regen while we like start damage boosting again. But we keep going. Nice heals to get him out. Once again, flick that damage boost on a little bit sooner. Ooh, okay. Let's quickly rewind this. So we heal. Damage boosting. Try to get Doom out. As soon as Doom's out, we could just, what's it called? My GA messed up. Okay, so we go up top. Okay, so we're with our Genji right now. Because we hear that he's gonna have, we know that he's gonna have Blade. So what happened? Ah, okay. So the Junkrat comes up. He boops you about basically as you're kind of like doing this GA, and then the GA comes on cooldown basically. That's fine because you like, this isn't on you. I feel like you still did the right decision here because you want to commit with the Blade, especially because you don't have the Nano yet. Now, obviously, mainly you would want to go for a Nano Blade, but then you sticking the damage boost on it as well just really, really helps out with it. So honestly, I agree with you being here. I don't think this is actually your fault of this a death because you want to, you know, you want to help out this blade as much as possible. So that's fine. It's just unfortunate that you guys end up getting picked out here. I feel like you did end up getting a little bit too aggressive, but it's all good. I heard the junk, so I was going to stay away, but yeah, no, it's alright, sweet. Don't worry about it. Can we keep going?
My ultimate is ready.
Unironically, we could use, if our Genji looks like he's wanting to go in and contest here, we can Valk here. The reasoning is because the Genji will obviously be like doing his like little slashes and dashes and whatever Genji. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Let the Genji cook, because you know the Doom's gonna come back. He can come back like really, really quickly. We also know that Genji has Blade as well, so it means if we can get some extra people on, and we have the ults, we can definitely do it. The one ults that you would struggle with as Mercy in a Valk here is Visor, which is what they used to come in. So unironically, I would use a Valk here. I'm hoping that you do. I'm gonna let it play out and see what you do. But I would use a Valk and like help stall it out with him. Nice. I would have maybe... Hold on, I'm gonna let it play out. Nice. Okay, I think... I love you, Sadie, right now. I just hope we find this part and watch Sadie. Why? Do you want to watch what Sadie does? Like, hold on. The Junkrat looks like he's like sat down at a table, like waiting for this order to take his order. Like, I love that so much. I completely lost track of what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, with the Valk, I feel like when you pop your Valk, I feel like it was a bit too late of a pop to Valk. The reasoning is because I would pop the Valk to help the Genji contest before help, you know, and then you could have helped him like use the blade and stuff like that. I feel like you end up kind of like just popping the Valk, you know, just to pop the Valk. For, you know, the Valk's sake, basically, for this bit. So, just trying to avoid that, basically. But we keep going. Nice rotation. Expect people to be peeking out of there. Remember, if you're safe, stay in that space. We don't need to GA out here, because we're GAing out into what's called the LOS of, like, the soldier and everything like that. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves. So all we have to do is just vibe in this room. It also helps us save our GA, so if Sojourn does end up getting taken out by the soldier, we can just GA, like, straight back to straight back to Sadie, basically. We keep going. Nice. Nice res. Nice push forward here. Really nice. Nice heals. Another thing. This is another one where like we're kind of backing off to Sadie again. Commit here. You've gone even, and also you've got the better trade here because you end up getting the Mercy. All you have to do is commit here. Help your Genji with this kill with the soldier and stuff like that. Because the Ryan is not going to be able to do anything against your Ana right now. Because what's happened is Sadie's going to back up nice and gently like, you can't get me, Nano Doomfit. Sorry, Nano Ryan, yay. You know, like she's just going to back off basically. We can still play aggressive here. Play aggressive with your Sojourn. Play aggressive with your Genji. Remember, these are your main blue beams, okay? And if your Ana's okay, let her vibe and be okay. Alright? Yeah, just want to say, use your Ana to rotate here. Nice. Rotating because obviously we don't want to get picked off. Nice. You know, being away from the Sojourn, but that's fine because you want to try and use as much coverage as you can. Make this a sling over to here, by the way, because then it, like this little piece of cover provides you cover from like all this bit kind of thing. So if you can, just get yourself over to here for this, but really, really nice that you've gone back to your Sojourn though. Obviously, you know we're going to have Junk Tire. Love this. They're going to come for Sadie, so play away from Sadie. Nice. Go straight to go and res it. Nice. Oh, that's just unfortunate, man. I felt you played this really well, Sadie. Honestly, you did this absolutely right. I love how, like, you played really split from your Honor. Like, you're not, like, quickly, oh, Honor, this is tired. Then you both end up getting picked off. You really make the junk think, who am I going to get, okay? This is fine. Love this, okay? Honor ends up dying. I wanted you to go for the res a little bit sooner here. So, like, as soon as, what's it called? As soon as, like, you know, the tire's done, you could quickly go and res and then, like, back off, basically. And then it's just really, really unfortunate at this point that when you try to go to GA to go and help your Sojourn, the orb that's here, basically, what's it called? The orb that's here just ended up kind of blocking it. Sorry, Brick, did I call you Sadie? It's confusing having, like, two people, like, that I normally bond with you on, like, the same one. I'm sorry, sweet. I meant playing split from Sadie. That's what I meant. I'm sorry, sweet. That's fine. They end up capping it. All good. We'll keep going. Could come back with your Sojourn here. Really, really nice. Pushing up to your Sadie. Nice. You don't need to J this here. I know, say that you know, you're like, oh my goodness, the Junkrat. All you have to do is just drop off this side and then just do that sort of like GA wall bounce. Because then Bees then you can stay in beam range of your Sojourn if the Junkrat ends up, you know, like diving her basically. But we don't need to like sling ourselves like really far away, just like how we did basically. Because then we end up out of LOS range. Bit of a risky res. What we can do here with this res is we can sling it round and then you can res actually like here. This is like such a, what's it called? This is such a funny res where like you could just like sling it around here and then you could just like res on this like little like, what even is it? It's like a bin cylinder thing. You could just like res here and it completely blocks out the LOS from the soldier. I think I wasn't taking the game too seriously after they got first point. No, it's alright, sweet. You're not getting taken out, which is unfortunate. I didn't think of that. No, it's alright. Just whenever you see a res, try to kind of think to yourself, okay, where's the best place I can res? Because remember, we don't want to res in LOS of what's it called? Of the enemy team. But we'll keep going. Everyone's managed to stay alive, which is really, really great. Nice rotation. Rotate into this room though, because it gives you the option to go up the stairs to go and help Genji if you want to. And also you're not just like stood out, you know, because this is good cover, don't get me wrong. But then when people start to push you, your only option is like, you know, to back off here. Whereas if you're already in the room, you have to make them really push around in order to get to you. Alright? Nice. Using other people, obviously, to try and get. Nice. Nice damage boost. Remember, your Sojourn's up here, like, with free reign, by the way. So you can damage boost the Doom's punches, don't get me wrong. And then just pop your beam into your Sojourn. Because, like, if you look at your Sojourn right now, let me go to her. She has such a nice angle here. Alright? If I even better angle now. Go on, Sojourn. Sorry. I'm back onto the Sojourn. But yeah. Nice, obviously, you know, helping the Genji. Nice. Leave this healing for Sadie because obviously Sadie's not got... Can you see like how you've been taking like quite a bit of ult charge probably away from Sadie? Because you're healing the Doom when you don't need to because, you know, the Honor's here to heal the Doom basically. So just allow your Honor to heal up the Doom, get that ult charge, because then you'll have the Nano for next team fight, which should, you know, pair really, really well with the damage boost in the Doom, Nano in the Doom, or damage boost in the Sojourn ult that's coming up. But yeah. Thinking about getting Genji, so I forgot about it. No, it's alright. You can res that. Nice. Love how you ping it as well, because I was so scared that you were gonna, what's it called? I was so scared that your Sojourn was just gonna like carry on peeking it as you want to go for the res. It's really, really nice that you ping it and you kind of wait for your Sojourn to back off before you go for that res. So really, really nice. Nice. Don't worry too much about the Doom. Doom's gonna peel back to Sadie here. It is your job now to just try and get either a pick off with these guys and try to rotate back as well at the same time. We don't desperately need to go back for Doom here because he's really, really safe. It's like how Anna was really, really safe like earlier and you peel back for her. Same kind of thing here. Doom's really, really safe. He's gonna get the healing from the Anna. We just need to focus on helping these guys right now. Nice. Nice. That'll see if damage to Onyx. We got against Genji, which is fine. I would not pop Valk for the tire. Because I feel like you kind of pop Valk for the tire because you'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't know where to go, okay? Let's quickly rewind it because I want to see where you are and what we could do. But we definitely don't use to pop Valk for this tire. Especially, this point has a lot of, like, vertical height and stuff like that, and obviously the tire can go up the walls and stuff like that, and they can like bounce off and go pew, and then you're dead kind of thing. So just if you can, try not to pop your Valk for tire, just play split from your Ana. Alright, so have a look what happens. So we damage this Ana. Going up to go to Soj. There, all we had to do here was just stay up with the Soj, because at this point, it's like, you know, we could just sit here, damage boost our Sojourn, and just kind of, like, play a little bit split from here, so if the tire does get, then, you know, you can, like, try and maybe save your life. But you want to try and damage the Sojourn because she's the best one in order to try and, like, get rid of the tire, basically. So all you have to do here is just kind of sit and vibe up here. Sadie's going to play safe, because obviously Sadie also doesn't want to get caught out by the tire. Allows Sadie to get that regen. So we can just vibe up here. Alright, but we keep going. So we had to pop the Valk, that's fine. I want to see what you make of the Valk though. Nice damage boost. Nice healing for the Doom, because obviously you know Sadie can't get. We end up healing back, which is fine. Nice. Yeah, make that sling into that room. Nice rotations from room to room though. Beautiful. Nice. Commit more with your Genji. Oh, dude, you needed to commit with your Genji here. No! Dude, this was so well played. All of this BurgerQueen. Really, really nice. I love the Valk and going over to try and help your Doomfist because obviously, you know, you can't what's called. It's all good. So this was a little bit of a mistake. This should have just been a straight GA into the corner here because you can get your beam onto the Doom and then just play in the cover, like here. This was a fine, you know, playing out. Lovely GA here, this is fine. Can't afford this. Absolutely beautiful, the super jump, in order to avoid the Ryan Shatter. Really, really nice. Just commit here. All you have to do here is commit with your Genji. You can, you know, hop up here, because who they lost? What? They've lost their soldier, and everyone else is quite out of the team fight, because also Ana's still respawning. We could easily win this one if we, what's it called? I don't know what my mind said. Yeah, that was a safe res. Whenever it gets into these like overtime scenarios, try to play your life more than going for the res. The reasoning is because unless if they have a game-changing ult and you know you can res them, and then you end up dying for it, that's the only reason why you should try and go for these reses. You do not need to res here though, because Genji is here, and you can very easily just damage boost the Genji. Alright? That should have just been a straight vertical super jump up into the high ground, and we could just play with the Genji. We could have maybe gone for the res now, you see, because the Genji would have then distracted him, and then we could have gone for the res. Alright? I feel like if we didn't go for it, we could have won sooner. I mean, it's a very kind of hindsighty thing, because it would really rely on your Genji stalling it out for quite a bit. So it depends on how well the Genji did. But, like, you know, hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? But we keep going. As I tell you, Sojourn to group up. Nice, she slides back to you, so that's really, really good. Nice. Don't remember, if you stay in that space, save your GA. We don't need to GA here. We can kind of like just sit and vibe here with the Sojourn. Because then we can use our GA to pop back like that, basically. Nice. Nice rotation. Just with this, try if you can, just to, what's it called, play up here. Like, don't try, because I know obviously you want like to get up here to go and help, but then if you end up getting shot down, just quickly hop back down here, okay? You don't want to kind of like hop over this side because it makes you more like vulnerable, basically. It's the ADHD, I swear. Do you feel like you always have to be like moving as Mercy BurgerQueen? Because I can give you like a really good tip. Because I'm a little bit like this as well. Where it's like I have to be like constantly like moving and doing stuff. All you have to do is just rock your joystick like back and forth like this, or be like crouch spamming and stuff like that using my other joystick or something. That's all you really have to do in order to keep yourself moving and like doing stuff basically. You don't have to be constantly like GA, you know, kind of thing. You could just, what's it called? You could just vibe about and just, you know, like either crouch spam or like just something basically. Just kind of keep yourself like moving. Because I'm kind of like the same. Where it's like, I can't be like just stood still as Mercy, like, ah, blue beam, yeah, you know. I have to be like still moving about a bit. We'll keep going. Remember, Ana can have sightlines of all this, so we don't desperately need to help Doom here. We can actually maybe sit and down to the Soja instead. Nice, Jade. I would Jade to Soja on here to get back up onto the high ground with her. Nice, obviously trying to help the Blade. Nice heals into the Doom. Nice. That's gonna be the last team fight, so we want to kind of get back out and like get back set up basically. Damage boost Soja here because she's gonna be the best to damage boost long distance wise. Nice. I don't think they're actually gonna get a recontest here. Oh, they do actually. Nice, let's go and help you Doom. Same thing again, okay? Sadie does not have nano, and I would rather you play to save your life here, okay? It's fine for you peeling to go get your Doom. As soon as you see Sadie, is it, because bear in mind, like, almost, you know, I don't want to roast Sadie right now, but Sadie's positioning isn't the best here, and it's the reason why they end up getting picked off by the Soldier. Don't try to go for this res, because the Soldier, because he's nano boosted, Soldier is just gonna walk forward. So leave the res. Sadie isn't going to help with this team fight because obviously we don't have nano and I don't think you really need the heals. Look how close you are to Valk, okay? I would have rather you stayed with your Doom Fist or like just gone with your DPS or something. Allowed yourself to build up that extra ult charge, then get the Valk, and then we could have won out this team fight, alright? So once again, it's all about that kind of like peel or like going for the res and stuff like that where we don't need to because we end up leaving our team without healers basically and they end up still pushing it a little bit further. Should we be more careful? No, it's alright. We're going back though. Looks like your Soja ended up picking off, which is really nice. You end up winning it still, which is really, really great. But overall, BurgerQueen, really, like, still really, really well played, okay? This is definitely a really big step up from the last VOD I did with you. I love, first of all, your use of cover, okay? I love how much you're using your GAs to go from cover to cover. I love how careful you are and how, like, how much thought is going into, like, your GAs. There's certain ones where I'm a bit like, oh, you shouldn't have GA'd that way, which kind of brings me on to this point that I'm going to give to you as one of your first, like, you know, I guess, you know, what to do better. Don't peel back as much. Because I feel like, because we did talk about this in the last VOD, but I'm going to keep saying it now. Because I feel like it's better. It's definitely better. But there's still like a few times where we end up kind of peeling back for people that we don't need to. Or we're actually doing it for a res, where we're peeling back for a res, which we don't need to do. Alright? So if we can, try just to think to ourselves and think, do they desperately need my help and attention? If they can self-regen or they're in a space which my other support can see, then don't go for them. Let the other support heal them or let them do their thing, basically. And we can go and keep enabling someone else, basically. So I feel like, and that kind of comes into how you were rotating. Because there was a few times where we just rotate back to our Ana, where in reality we should be rotating back to our Sojourn or back to our Genji or something like that. Alright? Reses were good though, apart from obviously the dodgy ones, which I guess goes back to the point that I've just made. But overall, reses were really, really great. Your Valks have really good positioning, and I love as well how you use the Valk to go and help the Doom that was in the backline, which you couldn't see, the Ana couldn't see. That was really, really great. Honestly, apart from that, BurgerQueen, like, really, really great. It's just very minor things, like, you know, just flicking on the damage just a bit more. Try not to focus too much on the Doom as well. I love how, like, you're going into going damage boosting, like, when he's doing his, like, abilities and stuff like that. But we don't need to be, like, you know, on him 24/7 as we have been. All we have to do is just, you know, help him, like, damage boost in, and then allow your Ana, as long as she has LOS, to heal up the Doom. All we have to do as well is just top him up slightly if we desperately need to. There's no need to heal him back up to full, and just allow Sadie to get that ult charge as well. But with that, BurgerQueen, honestly, a huge step up for the last VOD. I really hope that you managed to get to, like, some, like, diamond, like, low diamond or something, because you really, really deserve it. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch that's been watching this. You guys can get your own VOD views. They offer 7,500 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Sundays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. The VODs are completely free as well. All you have to do is just turn up to the Switch, save up the channel points, and come and redeem it. And you're more than welcome to get a VOD review from me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!